Coming up next, the Hawks taking on the Raptors. For the Atlanta Hawks, they've shown no fear so far this season. Now on the road against one of the toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Raptors, Hawks, our tip-off just moments away. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons. For Okongwu,
You can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been increasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations from playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
so Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the five for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Young. Riza is out there with Newell. Then there's Carter. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for the Raptors, perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. Adebayo is out there with Barnes. And it's MP in at the point. So Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
That's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we're 12-man rosters back when they were only 9 teams.
Now Carter, following the three-point attempt by MP. Pass to Newell. The Hawks working the ball around. Now the 5 on the shot clock. Carter for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
That's a case where you're just determined to get to the inside. MP understanding how to get defenders into a compromising situation.
You throw good, MP. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Guys, for me, something you have to admire about MP is the tenacity he plays with. Every single moment he's on the floor, he's giving you his best effort.
Shots good from Young.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to score.
Barnes outside. After Barrett. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
Young from outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from me.
Barnes outside. After Barrett. MP outside. Launches a three. Newell pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
It's Young on the wing. Out to Carter. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Normally, he makes that defense gets lucky there.
And when easy looks, don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
at the scoring numbers right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Young. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. In addition to think about shooting, scoring, also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Here's Young. After R.J. Barrett bucket. Young looking it over. Pass to Noel. On target from three-point range. And here's Envy. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
That one's good at Barnes.
Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
The Hawks trailing. Young outside. After Rizier. Left Trae. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And they had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
The Hawks trail by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has done up for us. Allie, take it away.
Murphy spoke with Darko Rakovic. The developing game of Trae Young is something that coaches seeks with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. That's what you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Atlanta again, miss it.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. And Rizier. A bucket on the assist from Young.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Barnes outside. Wants to hit the Barrett and does. Over Carter. And that one's coming from the low block. Barrett's got 6.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Young against Embiid. Pass to Noel. They double him without a buy-in. Here's Rizier. It's all in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo. O's got 4 rebounds in this game. They get it back out to Barrett. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Counting the basket. He's got 10.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Ingram outside. Pass to Barrett. That's good. Ingram with the assist. 8 points for R.J. Barrett.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Porzingis sets the pick for Rizachet. That 3 off the mark.
Well, you have to like their work on the board, Kevin, particularly here to start the
Oh,
game.
Scotty on Trae Young. Let's go to that matchup.
Ingram outside. Pass to Barnes. Outside, Barrett. Sinks the 3-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
They set the pick. Young with no one around. And he can't answer it. The 3-pointer offline. Empty with it. And Young picks him up defensively.
The last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is Young. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Toronto lead by 6. Barnes outside. Wants to get it to Barrett, who does. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Rizachet. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Now, here is Young. Goes up on the elbow. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo. MP's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here is MP. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Here's Barrett. Bank shot. No good.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Newell. Good.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward. Right at the rim.
Ingram outside. Pass to Barrett. Left block shot on the way. Good work defensively by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They trail by 6. Porzingis. Scoreless thus far. It's good from long range.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
1:33 left here in the opening quarter. Here's MP. He's got 7. And here's Ingram from the arc. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Young finds Carter. Hawks passing it around. Adebayo against Porzingis. Pocket 6. After Rizachet. And finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead. Toronto's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Ingram wide open. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight. Carter against Barrett and stolen by Barnes. And a wide open look for MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Boy, bringing tremendous
Jackson dishes to Young. Here's Okongwu. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Trae Young is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Jackson in at the three. DiVincenzo passes to Okongwu. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Here's MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Incredible the way the floor is spaced out. How much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. I think it would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Atlanta making a switch here. Reza Shea checked in. Good on the second free throw. The Hawks trail by 8. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now that's his second foul, so they're going to have to navigate that as this game progresses here in the next couple minutes.
Jackson up top. He's covered by Ingram. Okongwu with a screen on MP. Pass to Okongwu.
And you love how much Art Man plays with defensively working overtime on that possession.
And now, Alan DeForest has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He finished with 30 points and his assist numbers were unreal, making his teammates very happy. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitive.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long. Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Young finds Jackson. Here's Reza Shea. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
MP with it. 11 points in the game. For 3, Ingram. That's good. And it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you put it in the basket.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the screen foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
To me, when he earned his money on that foul.
And that one falls for Okongwu. And Toronto making a change. Barron checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Newell, he's checked in for Jackson. Toronto leading by 3. Now, here's MP. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Here's Ingram. He gets himself open and drills it. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Newell. He had 15 points last night. And that one's good. Reza Shea.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Ingram outside. A three-pointer, no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Pass to Okongwu. It's Young on the wing. Barrett covering. 5 to shoot. Now Okongwu launches it. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Walkers have gotten over 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. Put his situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he makes the first. Zingis is checked in for the Hawks. Carter comes in for Newell. And it's tied up with that one. Enzo, MP will bring it up for Toronto. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Barrett. your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares collapse thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And they pick up 2.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Pass to Barrett. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
Newell, he's checked in for Trae Young. Reza Shea with it. Barrett covering. That one goes in. Reza Shea's got 11 points in the quarter.
Oh, he's starting to percolate now in the second quarter.
And here is MP. He's got 11. And that one's good. Ingram.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Reza Shea. Barrett covering. And it's Reza Shea missing. A 3 from MP. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Here's Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got 5 now.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ingram left side. Back to MP. It's up at 3. MP nails the triple.
Excellent focus, good mechanics. Everything you need was there for MP getting that three-pointer to fall.
Carter the pass to Johnson. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Well, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Toronto has contact on the shot, and now a 3-point quick chance is in the line.
You know right now, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
And the Raptors making a change here. Houston's checked in.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team there.
And here's Toronto. They're on a 15-6 run. MP during the top pocket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Hunter on the wing. Porzingis with a screen on MP. From 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Suns. And the shot goes down. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
And Pete Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Raptors with some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adebayo. Oubre comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Walter in for Barrett. Here's Newell. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. Now, MP. He's got 16. Walter, good.
That's just excellent vision from MP. Puts it on time and on target.
109 left here in the second. Pass to Newell. Now, Rizachet. That one, he's the seventh of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
So the wing on the left. Here's Houston. Good. And there's this goes to MP. Houston's got 5 points in the quarter. Carter against MP. Carter, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Carter. Pass to Newell. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Walter. 6 to shoot. Screen by Capella. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
With the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Raptors lead by 18. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
If they watched film, they knew this was coming. But it's like the storm rolling in just surprised them.
Yeah, it's hail and threes, and there's nowhere to run for cover. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Looking at Atlanta, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball team.
And at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Barrett is out there with MP, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. That's the girls starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
I'd say that's one that typically will make the defense gets away with what.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Newell. Carter looking around. Young inside. Covered by MP. Newell, good.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
And if you're just joining us, we plan over a minute here in the third. Barrett wide open, he fires. And they come right back with their own three-point.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range. And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard you up on the other side. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys?
Tone Center for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, alley. Bounce pass from Riza. Porzingis sets the pick for Carter. It's Young on the wing. Fires high post. Barnes grabs the miss.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you made one of your first 4 shots.
Toronto working the ball around now. Young against MP. From downtown. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blocking.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops. So he gets them both. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Riza. Here's Newell. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. And this looks like a pre-game shoot-around. With all the threes, they're allowed.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Time a year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Young. He's not too far away from a spot in the starting 5. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
A great All-Star weekend will be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Carter. He has 7. Will it go? Riza in the corner. Atlanta needs to get off the shot here. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in their rebounding numbers as well. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing, but also...
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Ingram. Young against MP. Let's it go with a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Newell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Riza, covered by MP. Here's Newell. Out to Porzingis. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Newell, good. Newell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Fades and shoots. Barrett, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They grab their own miss. Newell, good.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room and all of a sudden he's a different guy.
MP with it. 23 points in the game. Adebayo kicks to MP. Barnes right side. And again, Toronto no up. Second chance effort. Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 5 now.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive line.
Here's Riesesheim. Out to Porzingis. Hunter on the wing. Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. Here's Carter, and he connects with the jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
And the lack of effort to fight open the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to MP. That's good. Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
How about MP using the mid-range, taking what the defense gives him?
Young against MP. Here's Newell. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Outside, Adebayo. No good. The Hawks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Pass to Newell. Out to Carter. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. Here's Riesesheim. No good on the triple. Toronto's got the three-pointer fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
The last 10 coming off assists.
For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Jalen Johnson comes in for Newell. And it's Jackson in for Carter. Right when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Jackson listens.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Now it's legal and show the numbers for MP.
Hey, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going good night. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Hawks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach you've seen so far for Toronto?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Wesley against DiVincenzo to the inside. And that one's good. Riesesheim. Riesesheim has got 22 points.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walks right into it.
Pass to Walter. Lets it go from deep. Good. And it's Walter's got 9 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's
so far.
And then 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Reza Shay's hit them both. Toronto's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Now, here's MP. 30 points in the game. Wesley the pass to MP. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointers off the mark.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Here's O'Connell.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Wesley the pass to Oubre. Here's Walter. He's got 9. And here's MP for 3. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 17 points here in the second half. Okongwu with a screen on West. DiVincenzo can't hit it. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's Walter. He averages about 5 points a game. From 20 feet out. Kept alive. Pass to MP. An easy 2 points on the way. MP's got 35.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
To the paint. Here's Reese. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Walter. Oubre on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Wesley. And he comes up with the deuce. The Hawks shooting in this game 45%. And stolen by NP. Inside. Oubre can't get it to go.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
In the corner, DiVincenzo gets it to go from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 5.
There you go again. A nice kick out after he had collapsed on him.
MP, no good. And so it's MP making things
Wow,
happen
he really
for the
made
Raptors.
that ball.
He's been a major threat.
Wow.
Making substitutions here. Barnes outside. Barrett against Carter. The shot's good. 26 points for R.J. Barrett.
Scotty Barnes is a well-rounded basketball player. Passing is part of that, guys. Pretty pass there.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Newell. And it's Young. Then there's Reza Shea. And it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. And he gets it to go.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Here's Young from the arc. He is rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Give MP credit. Showing some skill right there. Drawing the whistle.
The first one full. And Toronto making a change. And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They need this. Now Reza Shea fires from deep. Houston with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And by NP. Reza Shea with the steal. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Reza Shea. And yes, it's good. Reza Shea has got 38 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. I thought an all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that it meant. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Pass to Houston. Takes the three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back at the net.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Carter outside. Here's Newell, covered by Oubre. Porzingis passes to Young, and the layup is good.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of offense.